Okay, so last we left, I'd handed the book to Sherry. This is an obsession, this is not a book. Let me try to explain just what was going on in my office and amongst some of my friends. Not all of my out of office friends were like obsessed with Twilight the way I was. But a lot in the office, we were like crazy people. And you have to remember, this ran the gamut from, these books ran the gamut from teenagers to, like I said, one of the women in the office was in her 70s and totally obsessed with the books. So it was such a fun time. I mean, we were running around, we were watching the trailers, we were reading the books. I was a book ahead of everybody. Everybody was talking about the books. It was always like, I would be walking down the hall and it would be like, where are you? Oh, I'm at this part in Eclipse. Oh, I'm over here in New Moon. It was insane. And it was just a special time. It was a really special time. We were just all, united there in Twilight, and we were in Twilight World. And I have to tell you, in all my years, I have never really seen anything quite like this. I've never had I've never had a feeling about books the way I did, and I've read tons, tons of books. I'm an avid reader, but there was something about the books. I don't know what the dream that started the books that Stephanie Myers had that night, but it was something. It was something because, and for all of you out there who always said, "Oh, I don't like a vampire genre," the vampires was sort of the understory. It was really the complete love story between Edward and Bella. It just was so incredible and pure and intense, and you just you wanted that. It was like that being said, I digress here, but anyway, let me go on. So it was a lot of fun. We were all running around, we were reading it, I was buying any kind of magazine that had Twilight on it. I was buying it, and I just want to come to the weekend now before Twilight. I had read all of the books, and I just want to go back one more step. I'd read all of the books. Again, I was a book ahead of everyone, and I remember people who were reading Breaking Dawn or getting ready to start it, which was the last book, it kept asking me a lot of questions about Breaking Dawn. Does this, tell me that, tell me this, and I kept saying, I can't tell you anything. The only thing I can tell you is all your questions will be answered. That's all I can tell you, is all your questions. Everything will make sense when you read Breaking Dawn. Okay. So now here we are, almost just a week away from the films, and I was going to LA for the weekend again. So I, check into the hotel. My friend TJ comes to pick me up. And we're going to go to the Grove, which I happen to now live a half a block from the Grove, which is a big outdoor outdoor shopping mall with a movie theater in it, for all of you that don't know. But anyway, so we're going, we're driving, and we're pulling in now to the parking garage at the Grove. Well, unbeknownst to me, but I saw it really quickly, was a huge poster. A billboard, a huge billboard of Twilight. There it was, Twilight. I remember it was TJ and Doug and myself in the car, and I'm in the seat next to TJ, and I went like this, "Oh my God, stop the car, it's Twilight!" And he's like, "Oh my God, what? Oh my God, it's Twilight, stop the car!" He goes, "Okay," and thank God TJ is a calm person. "Okay, all right, calm down. We can stop. We can't stop right here, but we can stop and take a pic." Okay. And we stopped when it was safe, and I got out, and I took pictures and pictures and pictures in front of the posters and everything. I was like a crazy person. I was beside myself. I was on a Twilight high. It was as though I had done, the best drug in the world. I was high. And that weekend continued we went to Borders in near by the Beverly Center, right across. Back then, it was right across from the Beverly Center. We went to Borders because they were having a Twilight Day, and they were having it on video, and I ended up getting a bunch of posters. They gave me a bunch of posters for free. I think I bought the movie companion. I don't remember, but it was a Twilight day. I was beside myself. And here was the best part. Everywhere we drove, I mean everywhere, going down Santa Monica Boulevard, going on the Sunset Strip, going on down Beverly, I mean there were Twilight billboards everywhere. Of course, I was in LA. You know, this is the industry. This is the film industry. It was like Twilight was everywhere. And every time I would see a Twilight billboard, I would go, "Yay, Twilight! Twilight!" in the car. And teacher would be like, "Oh my God." So I was on a Twilight high. And I remember I got the LA Times came to the hotel. I asked for the LA Times. Comes to the hotel, delivered that Sunday morning. The front page of the LA Times is Twilight. Oh my God. I was like, hello, could you ever see the New York Times beginning with Twilight? And it was spectacular. So I'm going to end it there, and we'll go on with the next one. I'll see you shortly.